and welcome to Beyond the Bio, the recap. In these short episodes, I'm recapping Monday's main show and coming up with an action that you can take. You'll find a link to Monday's show in the show notes. So this week, I had Moja COO Rachael Cook in the studio talking all about awards and why now is a great time of year to be thinking and planning your award strategy. Now, an award strategy might not be something that you've given thought to in the past. It might just be that there's been certain awards that you've wanted to apply for and you've gone for it. And maybe these have been planned out, or maybe it's been a bit of a last minute thing. But Rachael was really keen to impress on us the idea that actually having a strategy that sits behind your award entries is a really great use of time. By having a strategy and by doing it at this time of year where there aren't loads of awards open for entry, where you can be really thoughtful and intentional around what it is that you want to get from awards. So setting those objectives, what is it that you want to get from it? Is it that you want to be recognised within your industry peer group, so therefore you might be going for very industry specific awards? Is it actually more useful for you to go for wider business awards where you're going to be in the room with potential clients and prospects? All of these things are worth thinking about alongside whether you're going for a national approach or a regional approach or a bit of both. By getting a strategy together now, you can have those key dates and milestones booked out in your diary so that you have plenty of time to prepare a strong entry ahead of any deadlines. I think what I took from the conversation with Rachael is that awards take time to do. And I know this as well because I have written award entries myself, not for a while, but I have done them and they do take a lot of time to do properly. I often liken it to a job application analogy. So when you're applying for jobs, the scattergun approach doesn't tend to work. You don't want to be applying for hundreds of jobs and putting in half-hearted applications. You're much better off going for 1, 2 or 3 and putting really good quality, well thought out, well prepared, lots of evidence into those entries to give you the best chance of progressing through the stages. That's what I took from the episode, and I think it's that investing that time up front to put the strategy together, identifying what those objectives are, what you're wanting to get out of awards, having a really good look at what awards are out there, maybe looking at what your competitors have won or been shortlisted for. It's spending that time working out where to focus those efforts, and then also looking at what you have in the way of evidence at the moment. So if you don't have loads of evidence, loads of stats, case studies, those sorts of things, it's thinking about now is the time where you can start gathering that information so it's not that last minute panic ahead of the deadline. If awards is something that you want to get serious about, we have covered awards a few times now on Beyond the Bio. So we'll pop a link to some of the previous episodes linked to awards in there because there's some really great previous content and conversations that are just only going to help you get more in the zone. I'm a big fan of awards. I've had some serious return on my investment in terms of my time applying for and attending awards, whether that be as a finalist and a winner a few times, but also as a judge. So I think awards are definitely worth spending time and money on. And if you don't have time or that knowledge or you want an external perspective, please do talk to Rachael or I about how Moja might be able to help you with your award entries. Sometimes it can be a really good investment to get some external support to write a couple of really high quality entries for you. My take action this week is super simple. It's going to be to put your award strategy together. So it's taking those points that Rachael highlighted on the main show and putting it together for your own strategy. Now, this might just be a simple one-pager with those high-level objectives and some key dates and deadlines for the awards entries that you want to be putting in this year. But the key thing is to spend the time now while those deadlines are not looming, putting that together and planning the time out in your diary. So there we have it, this week's Take Action all wrapped up there. And as always, let me know how you get on and I'll see you for the main show back on Monday.